In the previous video, you guys saw different categories of errors, correct? There were 4 of them. Now let's look at different types of errors. Okay, under this, the first one is an absolute error. Okay, now to understand absolute error, before you come to the definition, let's just understand the meaning of this. Say you have n number of physical quantities. See A1, A2, A3, so on and so forth till An. Alright. Now first, let's take the average of these values. Now average is what? Sum by n number of terms, correct? So you get A mean is equal to summation of all of them divided by n, correct? Now what you do, let's try to take what is the difference between the given value and the mean value. So let's call it as delta A1. See, delta A1 is so much, delta A2 is so much. Likewise, you can get till delta AN, isn't it? Now what we do is, we try to calculate what is the absolute error. Okay, now absolute error is, it is the difference between the mean value and the true value. Okay, this is what you call as the absolute error. Now generally we represent it as mod of delta A. Now why we write modulus sign is because absolute error can never be negative. Okay, it can never be negative. Absolute error is always positive. Alright, now this is what you mean by absolute error. Another type of error is relative error. Now in this error, what you do is, let's take the average of these absolute errors. In the sense, mod of delta A1 plus mod of delta A2 like this. So many divided by n. Okay, let's call this as A mean. Now what you have, you're going to take the ratio of these absolute error by the mean error. Okay, now this is what you get. Now this is what we call as relative error. Okay, now relative error is also quite important. Likewise, another type of error what you have is percentage error. Okay, percentage error is very simple. You take the relative error, you multiply that by 100. See, this is what you have. This is percentage error. Now, guys, generally, like practically speaking, relative error and percentage errors are mostly used. Okay, and they're also it is much easier to tell in percentage error. Like I can tell there is a 10% error in the given data, or there is a 5% error in the given physical quantity. That's much more easier to tell, correct? Now remember, percentage error is relative error itself but expressed in terms of percentage. Alright, now we have 3 types: absolute error, relative error and percentage error, correct? Now these are the 3 types of errors what you have.